Hello, all you fellow Capricorns out there. This is Capricornwtude returning to do your February 2016 reading. Just a reminder that this is a general reading and it might not speak specifically to each one of you. The fun fact about Capricorns for this month is that rocks are ruled by Capricorn, and so chances are you may have a rock collection of your own, whether it be crystals or plain ordinary rocks. I know I do. So once again, I am using the monthly spread where we have an atmosphere, general atmosphere card, and then a card for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And I am again using the Roaring Tarot deck. So it's not surprising that the general atmosphere for the month for Capricorns for 2016 is the Strength card. It seems that Capricorns are always having to rely on their strength, having to gather strength, look for strength, renew strength, face a situation with strength. And so it's not surprising that we see this card coming up for the general atmosphere. I would love to tell you that there's a great reading for all of us, but I am not seeing that it's a great spread. It's going to be another more difficult time in healing and working on our issues. So the Strength card, though, and one of the things that we have been working on is learning how to handle our strength and how to use our strength more properly. We don't now need to use the brute force that's shown in this card, the explosive force behind the strength. We have learned and acquired a more calm and poised strength that I think will serve us well as we move forward and continue to work on that new aspect of the quality of strength. So the first week we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a celebratory card. It is a card that depicts celebration with friends or family or community. It could generally be a short-lived celebration, one that is just a momentary thing for a birthday or an anniversary. Or for some of you out there who may have actually allowed the King of Wands that we talked about last month to enter your life, it can mean an attraction or a relationship growing and developing. So week 2 brings us the Devil card reversed. Upright, the card can mean an oppressive situation or being chained, or in this case, there's handcuffs on this card. But reversed, it is showing that you are letting go of that oppressive situation, that you've made progress in dealing with negative forces, and it's an attempt to break loose from the past, and that you're ready to live freely or independently and no longer clinging to that toxic relationship or those toxic past memories of that relationship. It can also be control over fear, that you know that you have the strength and that you're strong enough to not give away your power and to not do the same thing that you did in the past. But it can also be a time when, in doing so, it's more your unhappiness and your limitations are the strongest. And so it's kind of like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, where it can be so painful trying to make those changes to live freely and independently, that we could actually slip back into those chains that bind us. So we move on to week 3, and here we have this is the Princess of Cups, but it in other decks she's called the Page of Cups, and she actually is reversed. And this card can depict the fact that you have been stuck so long with no movement that now you're getting restless and anxious, and you'll take change no matter what kind of change it is. You have, in many cases, many Capricorns out there have eliminated all of those people in their lives that didn't serve them well, and you're starting from scratch, or starting trying to add to your list of friends. And so in this case, that the 2 steps back may have us retreating or dropping back out, becoming reclusive rather than trying to make those friends. You may have been so disappointed with this celebration and this get together that you're ready to go back and reflect again and remove yourself from the social scene. It can also mean drifting from one activity to another without committing and achieving little. So moving on to week 4, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. And this kind of carries on that same theme as the Page or the Princess of Cups reversed, where you find it difficult to maintain your interest in anything or your levels of concentration. This card can mean false gaiety or simulated enjoyment. So pretending perhaps that you are having fun when you're actually not. The 2 of Pence reversed is actually a card that means being off balance or not in control of a situation. But there's also a lesson in that if you can stay in this situation where it's not very comfortable being off balance and not in control, you could learn more about yourself, so that you're less apt to continue duplicating your mistakes. So once again, it's a month of working on things. It's a month of continuing to let go of the past, to continue to try to move forward. Whether you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you need to be able to give yourself credit for doing that, for making those efforts. And if you can stay in that dis-ease or that situation that isn't very comfortable and keep trying, you will have the strength to get you through it, and you will continue to learn those valuable lessons. So hopefully the next month we will be able to let people in, and we will be able to move forward out of our stuck pattern. So for now, get out there and practice, and I'll catch you next month. Bye now.